January 26, 2020. This video is called Japan Inactivates All Their Radiation Monitors. Now, I did a video on how Hawaii ended up doing this on the same day without realizing that. I don't know if it's just west of Hawaii or what's going on here. So you can kind of put your comments in what's going on. I think it's either because of the Olympics, they're shutting it all down, or something happened on the 11th or the 10th, and that was the last reading. Now, if you go on any of these, I signed up for this members chart. If you sign up and click on any of the data charts, if you could see today, it's updated on January 26, 2020, and you can go into the charts and see every 3 hours they might do a reading. Okay, now if you go to Japan, it may look like these readings are here. Usually all the time it was Fukushima and Daiichi and Daini, but if you click on these, we'll click on, move it over. See, it's January 10th is the last time it went for a data update. There's nothing for the 1 week range, nothing for the 2 week range. But if you go to the 1 month, you could see January 10th at 6 o'clock, I think at 9 p.m. was their last reading. Now, we'll close that out. If you also went into right here, it's going to show limited network. It's showing active Japan, limited, and full is 00. Well, you got to click on here to get the full. The full network from Japan is reading nothing, and it's showing nothing. But if you go up to here where it shows inactive stations, they're all there. Now this is just amazing. I don't know if something actually did happen, or they're just getting ready for the Olympics and they don't want anything. They don't want no mistakes where if something should happen. Now, I've been looking at this site for years, and this is actually, that's a close-up. Now, this is what it used to look like, and whenever it rained, the radiation levels would always rise, just like it's showing right over here. Notice where the radiation or the rain comes down, it seems like the radiation levels raise up higher. Now, I don't know if that's because it's hitting the ground, but it's showing that the radiation is definitely rising because it's not green. Now, I don't know what's going on here, and I think only Japan knows why they inactivated all of the radiation monitors now. Take out the inactive stations, and look at that. There's nothing showing up, but if you look, the ones in the United States are still showing. Now, I did a video on Hawaii. They inactivated the one in Honolulu on the same day. Now, if I knew this, I would have maybe did some screenshots, but I didn't. So I have a feeling my gut is that they are getting ready for the Olympics, and that's why they inactivated all of the stations. Now, if you notice, look at, they did these in Europe and everywhere. Let's take a look at, in 2013, they inactivated this one in Russia. But that doesn't matter. I'm concerned about Fukushima because Fukushima is still in its infancy of its leaking and its effects on humans. And for them to pull this is just, I don't know what to say. It's they're hiding something. This is definitely a cover-up. And the nuclear, I call them nuclear shills and trolls, they're going to make some excuse. I would love to hear what their excuse is going to be this time, but you cannot tell me that they didn't turn them off, because they did. It shows here, active Japan monitoring sites. There's 0, and there's a reason for that, because they're hiding the truth. Now we're going to go on 9 years from when this happened, and everybody's probably forgotten about this, but we are at the infancy of what the hell's going on here and how it's affecting humans. We don't need no more meltdowns. There's some that say meltdowns are no big deal because it's contained. Well, it's not contained because it's leaking, and the reason why we can't do anything to the place is because humans can't reach and work and dig out this molten corium that's in the ground, or God knows where this stuff is at. But it's definitely affecting humans. It's definitely affecting the wildlife. It's definitely affecting our food supply. And cancers don't just pop up overnight unless you're like right next to the stuff. It will show up down the road. So if it's not your children, it'll be your children's children, that they're going to wonder, why didn't we do anything over there? If you close in onto Fukushima, now this middle site, this ended up like disappearing a long time ago. This was, last reading was in 2018. But if you check this out, this is why I think they were full of crap anyways, because it's either this is showing the corium or the radiation dropping, because the source of the radiation is farther away from their detectors. But when you go from this 80 down to this 20 in a day, I think what they were doing is just readjusting them slowly to make it look like, for them to get down to this bottom, or else something, I don't know what the heck happened here, but you could see it's down way over here now. So I don't know if that means anything. But if you look at this one, which was a sooner one, this was last updated on that same day, January 10th. But if you look over the years, this, I have a feeling, is when they were dumping the radiation into the ocean. They've been dumping this all along, and this is showing the spikes. This is, I think, every time they had a tank or something and it ended up going past their detectors, or maybe because it was in a tank, and since they opened the tank up and threw it into the ocean, it recorded these spikes. And this is literally them being busted on dumping that radioactive water. Now, why else would you have these spikes over here? And if you look on the very last day, January 9th, it spiked. And then on January 10th is the last reading. Look at how ironic. It's a 667. About as close as 666 as you can get. Because these people are the devils if this is what they're doing. Right here, this is showing each time that they ended up dumping the radioactive water into the ocean. Because if you look at the site, this is actually, I think, where their discharge is. Somewhere here is where their discharge is. So who knows if there's a big funnel somewhere over here and it just ends up going out into the ocean. Yeah, look at this. There's like a ramp over here. And maybe they bring the tank in a truck over here. I don't know how they're doing it. Only those demons know. But I have a feeling that this is what's picking up. Every time they dump the water, it basically spiked. And there's the last one. So something fishy's going on. They're definitely hiding. And I have a feeling it's all because the Olympics are only like 3 months away. And this is why they deactivated all their radiation sites. Show just the active stations, and they're all gone. Now, if that's not criminal, I don't know what is.
This is Howard from Cesium and Associates. I'm just wondering, how's the cesium level over there? So, give me a call, or anyways, talk to you later. Bye.
Because of this the land mourns, and all who live in it waste away. The beasts of the field and the birds of the air and the fish of the sea are dying.
A man is defined by his actions, not his memories.